Hi, this is Dr. Subhatra. In today's class, I am going to discuss about the retarders. Retarder is an admixture that slows down the chemical process of hydration so that the concrete will remain in a plastic state for a longer time and they'll get more time for working on the concrete. So retarders are used to overcome the accelerating effect of the high temperature on the setting properties. Also, it is used in the hot weather concreting. So what are all the applications of retarders? Retarders are used in casting and consolidating large number of pores without the formation of cold joints. So that's why they are used in grouting of oil wells. Oil wells are sometimes taken up to a depth of about 6,000 meter deep, where the temperature is around 200 degrees Celsius. The annular spacing between the steel tube and the wall of the well can be sealed by means of cement grouting. In that case, for grouting, we can use that retarders. When it is in a liquid state for a longer time, it can easily enter and fill all the pores. For all these work, cement grout is required to be made in a mobile condition for about 3 to 4 hours. So without retarders, this is highly impossible. Sometimes concrete may have to be placed in a difficult conditions and delay may occur in transporting and placing. In ready-mix concrete plants. Concrete is manufactured in a batching plant at a central place and it will be transported over a longer distance for the particular job sites. In the above cases, setting of concrete should be delayed. For that case, we will be using retarders to maintain the concrete in a plastic state for a longer time. Retarding admixtures are sometimes used to obtain the exposed aggregate look in the concrete. So the retarders is sprayed on the surface of the formwork. It prevents the hardening of the matrix at the interface of concrete and formwork, whereas the rest of the concrete will get hardened. On removing the formwork, after 1 or day or two, the unhardened matrix can just be washed away and we can get the exposed aggregates. This is for increasing the aesthetic view of a structure. Okay, these are the places where the retarders are applied. And some of the examples of retarders are, it may be used either in the organic form or in the inorganic form. Some examples I have given here. The organic material consists of unrefined calcium, sodium is Na, ammonium is NH4, salts of lignosulfonic acids, hydroxy carboxylic acids and carbohydrates. And some examples of inorganic materials are the oxides of Pb is what? It is lead, and Zn is zinc. Oxides of zinc and lead oxide and zinc oxide, phosphates, magnesium salts, fluorates and borates. The most commonly known retarder is calcium sulfate. It is interground to retard the setting of cement. The approximate amount of gypsum used should be carefully determined for a particular job. When using the gypsum for the purpose of retarding, is only recommended after due inspection and when the persons have control over it. Otherwise, when this retarder is used in an excess amount, it will cause undesirable expansion and indefinite delay in the setting of concrete. So, in addition to the gypsum, there are a number of other materials found suitable for this purpose. Okay, at that case, retarder should not be used. Some of the materials used as retarders are starch, cellulose products, sugar, acids, salts of acids, Okay, these chemicals have a variable action on the different types of cements. For a particular type of cement, you cannot use starch or cellulose. Only certain cements can be used along with certain types of retarders. That has to be carefully determined and implemented in the field. This is all about the retarders. Thank you.